I don't think that. No, not thinking that at all.
Is there anything you'd like to say about this, the concept, or what it's like living inside a place like this?
Well, it's sort of bigger than you might think. Our motive for doing this and sort of being this way, living this way, is sort of a natural expression of ourselves. It's not something that we say, oh, we're going to make a natural art gallery house. No, that's not how it worked. That's not how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Natural art has a social significance to it that needs to be explained. I suppose I'll look for the opportunity sometime. But naturally occurring artistic expression, if you looked at it in human society, you would have to say that no matter who a person is in terms of their status, social status, or what color they are, or what nationality they are, or what religion they are, is not the issue. It's how they are inside personally, in their deep thought feeling area, and what they've done with those hard knocks of life in respect to whether they've been made better or made worse. Naturally occurring artistic expression. Natural art says that you can find somebody that on the surface comes from the wrong place, the wrong race, the wrong religion, wrong everything, and yet be a perfect example of human social society, a good society. Right? So there's a big side to natural art, and that's sort of where Linda and I come from. We come from the sort of the intellectual social side, and this is sort of like the physical expression of it.
And
that
you've evolved into this.
Yes.
You've evolved into artists.
And you have chosen to express that in a very whimsical, upbeat fashion.
Yeah, because really I think the goodness in anyone is in their simple innocence. Right? In a simple, forthright, direct innocence. The more facade you put on, the more cover, the more clothes, the more distance you are from not just everybody else, but really from yourself. And we don't say that's good. We say that's bad. Don't put on anything, Start taking it off and start being yourself with people. And if yourself is not actually good enough, well, then maybe you should change, become social.
That gives you an example by taking it off, so to speak. It gives you an example to see what's underneath, and then you have an opportunity for change rather than
never changing, polarizing yourself behind this screen, as it were, and just being as you always were with your little corruptions, your little problems, and so on. The naturally occurring artistic expression that we see in the physical things that we have presented are really what we previously and all the time see in people. We don't see people by how they dress or necessarily what they say or necessarily how they particularly socially act out. We're really looking deeper. And I think the shape of a person is really their inward character. Sort of the real them. And
so may I ask you, do you know a Rebecca and do you know a Linda?
That's my wife, Linda, and that's my daughter, Vicki.
Oh, that's what I thought.
We got the other kids upstairs. And really, this is an expression of Linda's character. She's really lively.
And is there one of you here someplace?
Nope.
Now, what does that tell about it?
Oh yeah, there is me somewhere.
Well, I saw Grandpa and I saw Eduardo.
Yeah.
I'm here somewhere, but I'm here, right here.
In person.
Well, I'm not him. That's the Riddlin kid. He's a nasty guy.
No,
he's not nasty.
there is a guy who looks like this
Oh, mercy.
in Seattle. And he just had a surgery. His whole face had been grown as a tumor from a child, and he's 30-some years old. And the people in Seattle, when he worked at a grocery store as a bagger, and they call him, I don't know what his name is, I don't remember his name. But anyway, they just had this surgery and took a lot of this whole big thing off his face. But he still only has one eye, and a big smile, and everybody loves him. He's a great guy. But he's had this horrible appearance his whole life. And they've had it on TV a lot in Seattle because of this big surgery that he had, and he's going back for more surgery, or maybe he will, reasonable.
Right, but in terms of the person, how is he?
Oh, no, he's good.
It's probably made him better.
Yeah, he used to always wear a patch where his other eye should have been, and now he doesn't because he doesn't feel like he has to now. He can be himself. It's really been quite interesting. You know, you feel sad for the guy because he's had to have a horrible life. I mean, everybody has their things they have to bear, across the bear, or whatever you call it, but his is a big one.
The wrong attention is a real hard thing to deal with. Like I have one of my legs gone.
My husband has a foot cap on.
Oh, okay.
And I said he's clumsy, and that's one reason he doesn't come, he's really big.
Right.
And he's clumsy, and like these stairs, he would, you know, be uncomfortable for fear. Well, he could get up there, but he just feels like he might knock something over, and he's been here, he said, I want to go.
Well, that guy in Seattle you were talking about, he might get too much of the wrong attention and, you know, not feel good about that kind of attention.
He gets good attention now. He works at the grocery store, and people at the grocery store go to his checkout stand. They love him. He's a nice guy. So that was really neat. That's what started the money. The collection of the money is one of the customers, I believe it was, asked, could they do something to help give him a surgery because he had insurance. And so they started collecting, and the store donated, you know, something like $10,000, but they collected like $200,000 for his surgeries. And the first one is over, now he has more to go yet. I mean, it's amazing, because he's such a nice guy, people want him to do it, where some people become, you know, innerly bad person because of what they've had to deal with.
They don't take the knock properly,
Right.
positively.